take your place at the stand, please? Based on the pre-sentence report, the remarks of counsel, the court is going to quote the following sentence. On case number 644613, count 2, felony to 4th degree, 16 months. And on case number 646565, count 1, 3 years mandatory term for firearm specification served prior to and consecutively to the underlying term of 15 years to life, just on count 1. On count 5, felony of the 1st degree, 5 years. On count 7, felony of the 1st degree, 5 years. Counts 3 and 5 will be served concurrently and consecutive to count 1. As to counts 3 and 5, the court would note once again that it finds the indefinite sentencing provisions of SB 201 to be unconstitutional. Therefore, I impose the flat 5 years. There is a mandatory 5 years post-release control on counts 3 and 5. 5 and 7. It's not 3 and 5, it's 5 and 7. And the sentence is concurrent with case 644613. Now, you'll be serving an aggregate sentence of 18 plus 5 years, which is 23 years to life. You'll be eligible for parole consideration after serving 23 years. The court now will designate you as a violent offender. You'll be advised of your registration requirements. You've got a copy of that as you read. You've been convicted or pled guilty to a qualifying violent offender offense as defined in 290341, and you will be required to enroll in person with the sheriff of the county in which you establish residency within 10 days of coming into that county, or occupying a dwelling for more than 3 days in the county. You are required to provide the sheriff certain information, including your social security number, full name, and any alias you use, your residence address, information regarding the offense of which you were convicted or pled guilty, a description of any scars, tattoos, or other distinguishing marks on your person, the name and address of any place where you are employed or attend school, any driver's license number, commercial driver's license number, or state identification card number issued to you, and the license plate of any other vehicle owned or operated by you or registered in your name. The vehicle identification number and description of the vehicle must be provided to the sheriff. That's it after if you are released, if and when you are released. You are required to provide the sheriff fingerprints and palm prints. The sheriff will also obtain a photograph of you at the time of the enrollment. After the date of initial enrollment, you are required to re-enroll annually. You must update or amend any of the office within 10 days of the anniversary of the calendar date on which you initially enrolled. If you change your residence address, you shall provide written notice of that change to the sheriff with whom you most recently enrolled, and to the sheriff of the county in which you intend to reside. And you are required to comply with all these requirements for a period of 10 years, unless the sentencing court determines otherwise. You are expected to reside with the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction for at least 18 years, for at least 23 years before you're considered for parole. I would remind you on counts 5 and 7, you're subject to 5 years post-release control on those counts, although the parole life provisions will override these. Post-release control is a parole period after incarceration. If you violate the terms of post-release control, you may look at additional time of up to half of the original sentence and/or a charge of felony escape if you're violated by the parole authority or Department of Corrections. If you're on judicial release on counts 5 and 6, you would, and you violated the terms of judicial release, you would return to prison to serve the remainder of your term. As an addition here on the violent offender, if you fail to enroll or verify your residence at the specified times, that may result in criminal prosecution. You can be asked to sign that form or give you copies. All right. full cost. Fine is waived. Defendant's order remanded, and the sheriff will transport. Is there, one more thing on the on case number 631278, the case you were originally with, the court finds a violation of your community control, and your community control is terminated. Very good. With respect to the consecutive prison term, the court would just add the addition of these findings to the record that with two or more of the offenses committed as a single course of conduct and harm so great or unusual that a single term does not reflect the seriousness of the conduct is the reason I've added the 5 years on the 2 felonies in the first degree. We covered everything for the record.
Judge, there was the extradition cost of $642.
Yeah, the cost, well, that's, I believe that's, does the clerk have those costs?
I think so, Your Honor. It's on the docket. I know
It's on the docket. He will be, he'll be assessed those costs.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And he will receive, he's been in jail for 547 days from November 26, 19 to 5/25.
Court by credit.
Young lady who was taking recordings of proceedings, so you know, she turned her phone on.
You are, in the presence of the sheriff, you are not permitted to record. There's a sign outside that says you cannot record this. So please, make sure you've erased whatever you've recorded in the presence of the deputy. Is there anything further for the record?
Your Honor, there was so much going on. Did the court know that I heard the court say 500.
547 days.
From November 14th.
I have him from November 26th. Was he in municipal court for 14th? Okay. So we'll add whatever he's got his meeting time to that.
Thank you.
All right, November 14th. So we'll double check that in the record. All right. That's remanded, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Don't take that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll leave that back once it's done. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we'll give him a copy. All right. Can I see the family?